Hey guys, Warhead here. In this video we're going to be talking about an upcoming release for the console called The Hunter Call of the Wild. I know there's a lot of simulator game fans out there, and I reckon this is definitely going to be one of those on top of everybody's list. So, what do we know so far? Well, the game was announced for console around August time. So there's been a little bit of a wait, and there's been lots of information kind of given away since then. There's been a lot of excited console players as well. This is definitely one of the better simulator games out there, in my opinion. I think there's one or two hunting games available right now on the console, but this is definitely the one you want to hold off for if you haven't already purchased a hunting game. The game is going to be locked at 900p 30 frames per second for Xbox and PS4, but PS4 Pro is going to get 1260p 30 frames per second. I'm not sure what it runs on PC. I don't think it's locked on PC. I think it's just whatever anybody's graphics card is capable of. So the PS4 Pro is going to be getting slightly better graphics, resolution. There is no mention of an Xbox One X enhancement update as of yet, and they've got no intention of actually releasing one. But I don't know if they will do in the future. Probably if there's enough people that request it. But right now, as it stands, they've said no, there isn't going to be one. Also, let's have a look here. So this is straight from the devs on one of their posts. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people out there. Whenever a game comes over to console from the PC, there's a lot of people, wondering, will we get this? Will we get that? Because the PC have got it. They'll see a lot of PC gameplay, and they'll be like, will the console get that? So this is what they've said. We're also happy to confirm that the console version will be released with all of the content from the PC version. This includes multiplayer for up to 8 players, both reserves, as well as all the animals, character variations, weapons, attachments and items. On top of that, the Hirschfelden shooting range and our brand new ATVs, as well as the tents and ground blinds, will be a part of the console version at release. The price point for the Xbox One and PS4 will be set at $39.99. So, hopefully that answers a lot of people's questions, but let's run through it again. So we're going to get the tents and the ground blinds, we're going to get the ATVs. I think both of those were paid DLC on the PC, but we're going to get them included on the console version. The shooting range is going to be in there. We've got 8-player multiplayer co-op. I mean, that's going to be fantastic. I mean, if you've got eight friends that that have this game, then you're going to have some real fun with hunting parties. Obviously, you can have 8-player shooting range competitions. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. I know that they've said the multiplayer is going to be seamless as well. So, from what I can guess from that, it's going to be seamless, jump in, jump out. There won't be any, you won't have to keep going through the lobbies. It will require one person to host, so it will be kind of like on one person's world, and everybody will have to join onto that world. But I think from what I've read, that all of the multiplayers will be synced in regards to that. If somebody discovers a point of interest, it will kind of sync up to everybody else's game, so you won't have to go back to your own later on and have to rediscover it. Multiplayer as well, I think there is going to be like a lobby system as well. So if you do kind of want to find random players to hunt with, that is going to be possible. So you don't, so you can just kind of find, you can search for other games and things like that. ATVs, great way of getting around the map. I mean, these maps are 50 square miles. That's a lot of space to kind of walk around on foot. The maps are kind of broken up into kind of different locations, different areas. So obviously, as you're walking around, you will walk into another location and things like that. And each kind of part of the map has various points of interest. So there are kind of other things that kind of keep you going as well, and you'll get bits of XP and leveling up. The leveling up system is quite intense as well. It's not an easy thing to do. The weapons are quite expensive as well. So there is quite a bit of a grind in this game. It's not a quick game to progress through. So it is going to take quite a while to progress to the top and get some of the best weapons, or the better weapons, shall we say? Because I think it's all down to everyone's preference and what type of animal you're hunting as well. I don't think you would say a best weapon as such. So yeah, the PC version has 2 maps, Hirschfelden and Leighton Lake. Those are coming to the console. There is a third map coming to the PC very, very soon. But there is no confirmation as of yet whether that will be coming to the console. So we can only hope. That the third map is a winter, snowy Siberian map. And I know one of the animals on that is a lynx. Anyway, talking about the animals, I've got a list here of all of the animals that is available between both of the current maps that are on the PC and will be coming to the console. So anyway, the list consists of red deer, fallow deer, roe deer, red fox, wild boar, European bison, white-tailed deer, moose, elk, black bear, coyote, black-tailed deer, and that's it. But I do know there are going to be different variations of those animals as well, because I know there'll be like common types and rare types of animals. So like the bear, on that list there was black bear. I know there's going to be brown bear as well to hunt. I've seen people hunting brown bear. I know there are albino types of animals as well, so obviously they would get you more of a reward because they're rare types of animals. I'm not sure what they call it, but I know there are animals that are kind of like half albino, half kind of like common fur type as well. So that list is kind of multiplied in a way. So kind of like a few of those animals, there may be like 2-3 different variations of them. So and I do know the animals are kind of intelligent in a way. They'll be feeding grounds. They react to sound. They react to scent. There will be different animals around in different locations depending on what type of day it is. So obviously if you prefer to hunt at night or hunt in the rain, then that will affect kind of what animals are around in that location, at that time of day as well. It's a very in-depth game, a very kind of like intelligent game as well, which is why this is kind of one of the highly rated hunting games out there by the community. There are a lot of real hunters out there that play this game and they highly rate it as well. Just quickly going back to the points of interest, obviously as you're going around the map, you will discover outposts. These outposts can be used to fast travel between, or to restock, or change your weapons and things like that. Obviously we have the ATVs as well, so obviously if you don't want to fast travel, you can travel around on ATVs. If you want to travel, say, from the southern to the northern part of the map and do a bit of exploration and things like that, and then obviously if you get close to an area where you want to hunt, then I would suggest getting off and walking in, otherwise you are going to scare off the animals. Tents can also be used as well to fast travel between, so that's another great way of getting around the map. And I'm trying to think what else. I think I've covered all of the main things. I know a lot of the community have been requesting fishing and duck hunting, but there is no, the devs have kind of said who knows, they've not kind of ruled it out completely, but it's kind of, I think it's something that they'll just put on the pile, and if people keep asking and requesting it, it may be something that they consider. But I think a lot of their focus and attention at the minute is obviously going to be getting the console version out there and the new map as well for the PC. and I know they have been they released a hotfix the other day for PC for the multiplayer, so they are still well and truly giving out continued support and stuff like that. It's not going to just be a release and just ditch it and leave it, abandon it. So yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything, guys. If you found this video informative, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to stay up to date with all the channel's latest and greatest, then please feel free to subscribe. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.